From Senegal to Sugar Hill, trace the bloodline. 100 years of brilliance through the color line. They thought the shackles broke but kept the mental chain. Langston penned the future while they legislated pain. Harlem's ballrooms birthed the cosmos in mahogany, while lynching trees still decorated southern botany. Josephine, Waker's pearls, and Garvey's Navy ships. Du Bois debating destiny with scholarship on his lips. The Renaissance was a renaissance of West resistance, fam. Every trumpet blast from Armstrong was a battering ram. They gave us minstrel shows, we gave them Sora Neal. Turned depression into art, made the fabricator real. Cotton Club excluded us from tables that we set. To form the Deanus Nightly, never free from the death. From Bessie Smith to shatter glass, shatter cash, shatter lies. Every note she sang contained a revolution in the sky. Build temples from the rubble, make cathedrals from the struggle. Turn the margins to the center, now they study what we scribble. We build temples from the rubble, every generation double the inheritance of genius that they try to keep us from. Fast forward through the decades, watch the pattern reassemble. Malcolm's speeches, Martin's marches, every voice begins to tremble to the earth until the structure shows its fractures. FBI was tracking every coon with every pastor, every actor. 40 acres never came but 40 minutes on a stage. To reconvene your consciousness and channelize the rage. From bebop to hip-hop, the full lines mathematical. Each generation weaponized the beautiful, the radical. They gave us Reagan, now there's crack and mass incarceration. We gave them Public Enemy and blueprints for liberation. The Harlem Renaissance never ended, just evolved its form. Every freestyle cipher is a brainstorm, is a storm. Where the children of the talented, the tenth that was prophesied, inherit the fire that the water couldn't wash aside. They tried to write us out the narrative. We offered all on text, 100 years of proof, and that we're destined. Where was next? Temples from the rubble, made cathedrals from the struggle. Turned the largest to the center, now they study what we scribble. We build temples from the rubble, every generation double the inheritance of genius that they try to keep us from.
All right. Here we are. This is Under the Groove podcast, and we are Under the Groove. Once again, this is a Thursday night, man. Welcome everybody in. Hopefully everything is everything, as we say on this Get Down. And, the Grand Rising, man, presented something to you, or it gave you something to present to the world today, something different than you did yesterday. Let's hope that we took advantage of those of us who are conscious, who are awake and aware of what needs to be done, took advantage of today, make the best of it. That's all that matters, man. Do what you need to do, man. And hey, man, grow from it, live through it, become a part of it. This is where, we keep everything above board. We keep it straight. Y'all know how this thing go, man, where we see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil. This is where we focus on the focus in order for us to get down with the get down. I want to welcome everybody in. Hopefully everybody, like I said, had a great day. Trust me, you got to look at it like that, man. It might not seem like that, man, but here you are. All right. Hey, see, one day we see you here, you say, I made it in time because I remember my notifications. It's all right, sister. We already know, man, life is happening in real time. Life is happening in real time. And sometimes, man, when that occurs, where it occurs all the time, but when that happens to us, man, you don't have to give apologies and excuses, man, because the fact of the matter is each and every one of us understands what life is, especially when it's happening in real time. There's not always time, for us to do the things we'd like to do or get involved in the things we want to be involved in, because some priorities outweigh those things that we need, we think we want to be involved in and like to do. So no excuses necessary, sister. Good to see you in this Get Down. You're the first in the royal group congregation. Peace and blessings to you. I hope everything is everything with you. All right. Said making music while I wait for y'all. Make that music, woman. Make it happen. All right, Antonio Anthony, I see you again, brother. Like I said, man, this is something else. I love the fact that it is what it is when it comes to you and you being a part of this Get Down that we call the Royal Group Congregation, on touching bases with the people. And this is how we do. We touch bases and vibes, to be, let's be correct. Let's be real with what we're talking about. All right. What's wrong?
Where's your phone? Mine is spinning.
Right here.
Is it spinning?
It might be. Hold on, people. Oh, shit. 1 second. Okay. Let me know if you guys hear me speaking because I'm my moderator is saying she's not picking up something. So if something's not done right, I need to correct it right quick. But I'm hoping everything is everything. If not, we'll correct it. We'll make it work like we always do. It's what black folks do, man. We find a way. We make it through. I'm gonna read a few comments right quick, man, because hey, Tantrum knows. See, man. Oh my God, Tantrum, man, you gotta stop doing that, man. I hear you though. Tantra knows said, man, lead the younger homies toward a better way. Real spit, bro. I think that should be our objective. That should be, our goal. In fact, I think to a large extent, it's our obligation. We're obligated, or we should think, we should feel, we should know it to our core that it should be a part of our obligation, especially to the younger generation, to lead them down that path on these roads, these man, help them to navigate these waters, man, so that they don't end up shipwrecked, so to speak, just a metaphor. But hey, man, yeah, here we are, man. I appreciate you, Tantrum Nose. Don't do it again, brother. You keep doing that. You keep doing that, bro. That's not, I'm telling y'all, man, this is not to get down for that. We not tripping that, you know? But peace and blessings to you, bro. All right? Love that you here with us, man. Love that you showing up, man. And then you are a part of this royal group congregation, man. It's a big thing, I think. See, one day it said, man, I hope y'all staying safe, cousin. She's speaking to Antonio Anthony, man. Yeah, likewise, brother. King Groove 7132 says, what up, big bro? What up, bro? Big Bub, all right? Hey, man, everything is everything, homie. Here we are. Like I said, man, for me, hey, man, I was at work all day. Like I say, and a lot may not believe it. A lot of people that know me, they dude, man, that ain't him. Something going on, no, this me, man. I go into work today, man. I'm just like, it's cloudy, it's raining. Everybody is all moping and looking sad. And I'm like, man, shoot, man, this is part I get down, man. So all through work today, man, I feel my spirits were high. They were high, man. They were on a level, man, that I recognize off the rip. Like, damn, man, I get this energy. I feel it, I feel it. And I just felt good all day, man. I've got, going through my things on break and lunch, going through my, my links I'm being sent from other individuals, man, checking out stuff. I'm coming across some powerful stuff, man, that's on social media. And, we were speaking about this Tuesday, especially about social media, man. There's a lot going on in social media that we're not privy to. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that, man. It's a reason why we see the majority of what we see in social media is negative. Brother against brother, chaos, confusion, death, all this stuff, man. There's a reason for it. It's not happen chance, man. This stuff is orchestrated to happen and be this way. So I was sent the link, and just based on what was sent to me, I'll tell you, it lifted my spirits higher. Though what was being said is in terms of us as a people, it was something being used against us to defeat us even more than we know, so I copied the link. Well, I didn't copy it. I got it here. I want to play the link, so hold on. It's 12 minutes. I may not play the whole thing, but I want the people, I want the Royal Group congregation and others who, just might be listening and watching to just listen to what's being said on this piece that a brother sent me, that L.A. Ron, Fish from 76 East Coast sent me today, man. It's part of numerous links, but this one I chose to highlight more than the others because I'm telling you, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes, man. It's powerful stuff. All right, I'm gonna read a few more comments, and we're gonna get into this get out, man. I want you guys to understand, from their perspective, what's really going on and how they figure or how they think they can defeat us. All right. So Queen and Zinga, man, says, see one day, good to see you, Queen. Blessings to you. Queen and Zinga always up in this get down, man. Peace and blessings to the Royal Group congregation. Damn, Tantrum, I can't help it. Peace and blessings to you, brother. You are loved and appreciated. Believe that. Wake and Bake 526 GC. What's up with you, man? He said, what's up, Bub? I don't know if it's my headphones or on your end, but the volume It's real low. I can barely hear you, cuz. Let me see if I can turn that up a little bit. It's up, man. Turn your thing up. Let me tell me whether or not you can hear it pretty well.
I can hear it.
It's up. Okay, there you go. It sounds good. Okay, bro. I might be the headphones. I don't know, man. The moderator said it's loud and clear. All right, there we go. Everybody said I can hear you, but it's very well. Wake and Bake said it's very low. I hate to hear that, bro. Is it because you're near me you can hear it better? No? Okay. All right. Hey, Devon, man, what it do, man? What it do? Devon Butch Knox, man, said, peace, brother. Peace back to you, man. Peace be unto you and yours, bro. Good to see you in here, man. Let's get an earful of this, man. I want to break this stuff down, man. Let's get to this. And then let's dissect it. Let's chop it up, man. Let's have our conversation. Let's touch bases with each other based on what I want to play. At the very least, you guys bear with me 6 to 7 minutes of this piece. It's 12 minutes long. I don't want to, go that long with it, but I just want everybody to get the gist of what's being said, man. All right. And it's serious. It's serious because once you hear it, you're going to know, this is really happening. All right, Campton, you know it like we all know. We are obligated. Hey, Jabarni, man, 5980, greetings, family, and top of to everyone, top of the evening, everyone in the Royal Group congregation. Black love, black one equals black first, people. This is what it's about. Power is in the people, and let's help people understand that, man. Let's wake them up, man. Let's nudge them, let them know they have the power, man, to be whatever it is they choose to be, man, on the real level, in some real, in a real sense. Let's put it like that. All right. Russell Peterson, what it do, man? Top of the evening, young man. He says, just checking in. Much love, Big Pete. Hey, Pete, it's always a pleasure. I ain't seen you in a few weeks, but hey, man, anytime you show up, man, it lets me know, man, there's love and support coming from your end. I love you, big bro, for that. Hey, man, power blessings, you know what I'm saying, to you as well. You and yours, man. Hopefully everyone is doing well, bro. Without further ado, let's play this piece, man, right quick. And y'all, let's have a discussion. Let's talk about this. And I got something to say in response to this, because some brothers, I'll say that after the fact. Here we go. Listen to this, you guys.
After more than 20 years, I finally decided to tell the world what I witnessed in 1991, which I believe was one of the biggest turning points in popular music. Ultimately, American society. I have struggled for a long time weighing the pros and cons of making my story public, as I was reluctant to implicate the individuals who were present that day. So I've simply decided to leave out the names and all the details that made this my personal well-being and that of those who were, like me, dragged into something they weren't ready for. We're gonna tell the story. We ain't scared. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't scared, man.
So look, so he says, between late.
Give me that under that. Under that. What's under? Yeah, give me that.
May call a decision maker with one of the more established companies in the music industry. I came to Europe in the early 80s to establish myself as a business. See, it was different back then, since technology and media weren't accessible to people like that, like they are today. The industry had more control over the public.
Let's get fiscal.
Bear with me, y'all. This is a link I had, man.
And had the means to influence them any way they wanted. Right. This may explain why in early 1991, I was invited to attend a closed-door meeting with a small group of business insiders to discuss rap music's new direction. Rap music's new direction. Yeah. Little did I know we would be asked to participate in one of the most unethical and destructive business practices ever seen. So this was the meeting. The meeting was held at a private residence on the outskirts of Los Angeles. I remember about 25 to 30 people were being there. Right. most of them familiar faces. Speaking of those I knew, we joked about the theme of the meeting, as many of us did not care for rap. The purpose of being invited to a private meeting to discuss the future of hip hop. Among the attendees was a small group of unfamiliar faces who stayed to themselves and made no attempt to socialize beyond their circle. Based on their behavior and formal appearances, they didn't seem to be from our what she could get away. Our casual chatter was interrupted when we were asked to sign a confidentiality agreement preventing us from publicly discussing the information presented during the meeting. Needless to say, this intrigue, in some cases, disturbed many of us. The agreement was only a page long, but very clear on matters and consequences, which stated that violating the terms would result in job termination immediately. We asked several people what this meeting was about and the reason for such secrecy, but could not find anyone who had the answers for us. A few people refused to sign and walked out. Nobody stopped them. I was tempted to follow, but curiosity got the best of me. That's right. A man who was part of the unfamiliar group collected all the agreements from us. So now let's get to the good part of the meeting about to start. Talk to him, Tim. It says, quickly after the meeting began, hold on 1 second. Get your popcorn, y'all. Popcorn, get your pencil announcement. Quickly after this meeting began, one of the industry colleagues who said remain named like everybody else thanked us for attending. He then gave the floor to a man who only introduced himself by first name and gave no other details about his personal background. I think he was the owner of the residence, but that was never confirmed. He briefly praised all of us for the success we had achieved in our industries and congratulated us for being selected as part of the small group of decision makers. At this point, I began to feel slightly uncomfortable and the strangeness of this gathering. It quickly changed as the speaker went on to tell us that the respective companies we represented had invested in a very profitable industry, which could become even more rewarding with our active involvement. He explained that the company we worked for had invested millions into the building of privately owned prisons, and that our positions of influence in the music industry would actually impact the profitability of these investments. Then he says, I remember many of us in the group immediately looking at each other in awe and confusion. At the same time, I didn't know what a prison was, but I wasn't the only one. Sure enough, someone asked what these prisons were and what any of this had to do with music. We were told that these prisons were built by privately owned companies who received funding from the government based on the number of inmates. The more inmates, the more the government would pay these prisons. It was also made clear to us that since these prisons are privately owned, as they become publicly traded, we'd be able to buy shares. Most of us were taken back by this. Again, a couple of people asked what this had to do with us. At this point, my industry colleague who had first opened the meeting took the floor again and answered our questions. He told us that since our employees had become solid investors in this prison business, it was now in their interest to make sure that these prisons remained filled. Our job would be to help make this happen by making music which promote criminal behavior, rap being the music of choice.
Y'all catching this? I hope you guys are listening to this, man. Because again, when this is done, we got to chop this up. We have to discuss what we understand, what we understand about what's being said, and not only that, but we have to address what's swept up under the rug, what's going on behind closed doors concerning our people, man, our community, our youth. It's some serious stuff, man. It explains a whole lot. Trust me.
He assured us that this would be a great situation for us because rap music was becoming an increasingly profitable market for our companies. And as employees, we also be able to buy stocks in these prisons. Immediately, silence came over the room. You could hear a pin drop. I remember looking around to make sure I wasn't dreaming and saw half of the people with dropped jaws.
Hmm.
My days was interrupted when someone shouted, "Is this a fucking joke?" At this point, things became chaotic. Two of the men who were part of the unfamiliar group grabbed the man who shouted and attempted to remove him from the house. A few of us, myself included, tried to intervene. One of them pulled out a gun, and we all backed up. They separated us from that crowd, and all four of us was escorted outside. My colleague who opened up the meeting earlier hurried out to meet us and reminded us that we had signed an agreement and would suffer the consequences of speaking out about this publicly, or even those who attended the meeting. I asked him, why was he involved with something so corrupt? And he replied, "It's bigger than the music business.
Hmm.
Nothing we can do. It's bigger than the music business and nothing we want to challenge without risking consequences." We all protested as we walked back into the house. I remember word for word the last thing he said. "It's out of my hands now. Just remember, you signed an agreement." He then closed the door behind him. The men rushed us to our car and actually waited until we drove off the property.
Damn.
So
That's okay. So I'm hoping that bit that was 7 minutes, man, gives everyone, not just some of us, but all of us, the gist of what was being said and what these brothers. And in fact, the brother who did the piece is Crazy Bone from Bones Thugs and Harmony. He has a podcast. Hold tight. Let me see. Okay. Well, don't say it here. Damn. It should say it though. Something about it, the podcast is called Truth Something. Anyway, man, I'm hoping everybody got the gist of that. So I brought that into play to say this. All we got to do is look around, man. Pay attention to what's happening. It's not just in the music, the rap music, man. It's social media as well. It's social media as well. I think the plan is to dilute our minds, man, to water us down, man, to where we're stuck on inconsequential stuff. And as a result of this, we lose focus on what life is about and who we are as a people, man. And when that happens, it serves those who have no interest in our well-being. You know, just think about it. You go back before rap music. Blaxploitation movies was one of those things. See, man, the apparatus, like I said, the playbook has been up for a long time. It's been open and at work for a long time. First, there were blaxploitation movies, Shaft, Coffee, Ninja Charlie, you know, all this stuff, man. You know, these were blaxploitation movies. They were put out there to, I'm telling you, man, to not infiltrate our minds, man, get us to thinking inferiorly, to think as inferiors, you know what I mean? To not focus on what excellence is, what growth is, what, you know, our responsibility as human beings are. It was to entice us to go against what's normal for us, you know what I mean? That's what it was. Blaxploitation movies were first, you know? That's when we first, you know, they start putting it on the air, ninja this, ninja that, in blaxploitation movies, you know what I mean? Boom, it was out there. Next thing you know, that's just something everybody was saying, you know, not really understanding the hurt and the damage it causes. But that's just one instance of how they maneuver and you know, use certain things to change our mindset, to like I say, infiltrate how we think as a people and have us doing stuff, man, that makes no sense. All the while, though, they profit. They profit off us, man. They profit off us. We don't see none of that profit. You know, movie execs, record execs, they profit off us. They take that money and They continue to build more corporations and business that further, I think, let me put it to you like this. They invest that money in more businesses that attack us, the morale of the people, that attack the mindset of the people. They do things in such a way to where they do it to influence the people to go against the grain of their natural selves. Come on, man. That was first blaxploitation movies, then rap. Rap, as we all recall, well, those of us who know, it wasn't about gunplay, blacks killing blacks, selling drugs, doing the things that we see happening today. It was a cultural thing. You know what I'm saying? We spitting, we're talking politics, talking economics, talking unity. That's what it was. Public Enemy. What's the other one? There were a lot of them. Poor Righteous Teachers. The one Glorious. What's that?
X-Clan.
X-Clan. All these groups, man. They were pushing positivity. They were pushing blackness, man. Then boom, something happened. Something changed where these people said, wait a minute, man, no. They're waking up their people. They're making them conscious. Public Enemy, fight the power. Can you imagine them people sitting there and say, hey, but this is not good for us. Fight the power. Fight the police. That's not going to help us. We got to stop that. If you think about it, man, you had brothers, man. Brothers were more conscious back then. They were wearing the red, black, and green, the continent of Africa. Some even wore the continent of the United States, North America, in red, black, and green. You know what I mean? That changed, though, and it changed not for the better for us. It changed for the better for them. Rap music was turned on its ear. All of a sudden became gangster rap. Gangster rap turned in now. We got rap music, man, and most rap music, man, is about misogyny, black on black crime, violence, drugs, going to prison, glorifying going to prison and stuff like that. It's all a reason for that. It's all in effect to, like I said, man, continue to make us inferior, and make them think they're superior. If we're acting a certain way, then yeah, man, it go without saying, if we're acting contrary to what we're supposed to be or how we're supposed to be carrying ourselves, then what that mean, man? Who does that serve? Especially those with the business. So they take it and they monetize depravity, the degenerate nature and behavior of individuals. They monetize poverty, drugs, death. They're suffering. They're winning. We're the ones suffering, man. I just wanted to point that out, man. Also, by the same token, I saw some last week, Spody Face. I think his name is Spody Face from 40s. He was banning somebody from coming to their community with the negativity. And man, the blowback against him for some is, to me, as positive as that. It's mind-boggling. All of a sudden they go, oh, you a hypocrite, you this, you that. Hey, man, brothers wake up, man. Brothers wake up, sisters wake up, man. For whatever reason, he saw it fit to say, wait a minute, man, this ain't right. And that would include whatever the hell I've been doing. But I'm telling y'all, this ain't right, man. We got enough drama in our streets for what they call them, gang vlogs or vlogs to be coming here, pumping up more mess, creating, more chaos, more violence. Man, people went in on him. But wait a minute, man, where is the fact that the brother said something that was concrete? It was straight. Why not support that, what he said? Not only that, but go to him and say, hey, man, kudos. You're waking up now. Get a brother's medals, man. Tell him, hey, man, what you said, what you about, we support that. We're not looking at your past, because a lot of us have shady pasts, man. A lot of us have done things, man, that we should not be proud of. We promoted death. A lot of us, man. By the same token, a lot of us have waken up now, man, and we're saying, hey, man, that was wrong. It's all wrong. It doesn't help any of us. It only hurts us further. Only people capitalizing on this is those who these mediums run through, be it the movies or music, sports, you name it. You name it. But the brother got thrown under the bus because he recognized something, man. That was his awakening, man. And brothers disregarded that. Everybody wanted to point out, oh, you be up on that with 4 extra and y'all be da 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 da. The brother's saying straight out, hey, man, this shit is wrong. How you don't commend that man for saying, all right, man, you know what? Now you get it. Now you're coming into understanding. Now you're awakening. Now you're becoming conscious. We're supposed to support that. We don't condemn that. You know, we don't attack that, man. You know, come on, man. That's the problem, man, with a lot of us, man. And that's part of what they do. That's part of the mindset, how they altered the mindset. Instead of brothers going to this brother and say, man, damn, after everything you've done, for you to come up here and say this, man, hey, man, let's continue this. What more can you add to this? How can we support you to keep your community down there on Vernon or anywhere else, man, right? How can we build up that community? How can we bring peace amongst the communities? Come on, man. All this shit is orchestrated, man, to tear us down, to keep us from rising up, man. That brother spoke truth to power, and he got, man, he got dragged through the mud, man. He got dragged through the mud for that, man. And the brother, he did it by himself. 4 extra wasn't there. He said this. Come on, man. There are a whole lot of us just like him that done worse. And here we are, man. We're saying, hey, man, it was all wrong. We messed up, man. I want to be accountable now. You're going to condemn somebody, man, to criticize somebody who now wants to be accountable for all the wrong they brought to their communities. Because now he wants better for his community. He's a hypocrite. Come on, man, y'all tripping. That ain't right, man. You know, that ain't right. This is the problem. This is the problem. And social media is the engine that pushed for him to be called anything but righteous in terms of what he said and did and put on social media. Social media backdoors him. And it's the thing with social media, man. You put it out there, everybody jump on it, think it's the shit. Let's follow them. Let's follow, yeah, he's wrong. They're not looking at what he said, man. They're not looking at that. That's the problem, man, with social media, man. They only want to expose to us what, what's bad about us. What's bad. They don't want to share or expose or put out there to the people and the masses what's good about us, especially if we wake up. Especially if we acknowledge, hey, man, we're going about this wrong. Let's stop. Let's fix this. They're not going to push that. And the same people who push for blaxploitation movies to, create this inferiority complex in us, to feed us this BS, man, that we see today, are the same people that push rap music to be what rap music is today. The same people who run social media are those same people. They're the same people who invest in private prisons. They help create this culture on the negative scale, a negative level, so that we can imbibe it, we can eat it up, man, and make it become a part of us, only to end up dead or in their private prisons. It's a money trap. It's a money game for them, man. That's crazy, man. We ain't getting this. We not catching this stuff, man. Come on, man. They're not that smart, man. It's just that we choose to be ignorant. we just choose, man, not to focus on the focus, man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Damn the rappers who push this BS, man, because all of it is crap. All of it. Very few rap groups out there sending a message of consciousness. Coast Contra is one that send a message of consciousness. Love them. Y'all go check them out, man. Very few rappers and rap groups are willing to say, man, I don't got to go through mainstream media or, the record labels, man, to, get, to do what I want to do. I don't have to sign non-disclosures. I don't have to agree not to wake my people up, man, to get some change, get some money. Very few do that and mean it, We're in a situation, man, where they're using our people against us, and our people they all in, man. Again, I say this, man, because I know it's true. Social media is full of brothers who are selling us out, and they know it. They know it. They know it, man. But they choose to sell us out. They're making a conscious choice, man, to do this stuff to us, man, to our kids, to continue this pattern, this cycle of violence, man, of death, incarceration, poverty. They keep putting this stuff in front of our kids, these name brand clothes and this, that, these cars, this jewelry, and none of it means nothing. It don't mean anything. I'm going to tell you why, man, because we don't run and own or create or produce any of that stuff. None of it. A brother asked us last week, what do we think about Michael Jordan or those individuals who have all this money and they don't do nothing for the Black community? Let me tell y'all something, man. In America, North America, the United States of America, do y'all know our worth in terms of their, the USD, the dollar? Annually, man, we spend over 1.4 trillion in this country. Come on, man. Nobody has that spending power but us. Look what we spend it on. We don't own the record label. That's why the record label can push a line on cats and tell them, you want to be rich or you want to be a conscious brother? They play these games, man. They tell these actors the same thing. They tell these athletes the same thing. Don't get up there and speak consciously. Don't get up there and say anything against the government, man, or any of these corporations that you know and we know of running roughshod over your people. Investing in private prisons, man. And the cold game is they help produce this stuff, these so-called songs, these rap songs, to entice us to become more criminalized. The more criminalized we become, then the chance is greater that they can capture us. Slave captors can capture us and put us in private prisons. Let me give y'all another one. The Home Queen Roxy get at me last week, send me a link. These private prisons, man, are suing the United States government. You know why? Because they're accusing the United States government of not helping them to fill the beds in their prisons. They're not making their money. See, the thing is, the government have a contract with private prisons. Well, okay, we'll arrest them, y'all lock them up, we'll give y'all money, give y'all money. There's a partnership in this shit, man. The corporation is the government. Don't get it twisted, y'all. It's a corporation. It's a business. We're caught in the middle. And we tend to act like we don't see the big picture, man. Brothers are selling us out every day, and they being fly about it. They're real cavalier about it, man. And telling cats, hey, man, you better get in this game too. Master paying. We all broke. Let's get this money. Come on, man. This is some foul stuff, y'all. Some foul stuff going on, man. And brothers want to act like sisters too. You know, but I tend not to speak about sisters unless I got a sister on the get out, and I'd rather her do it than me. We in this thing, man, for the wrong reasons, man. We're helping them to destroy us. We're helping them to destroy us, man. Real spit. And brothers just, it's like, damn, man, they and got the nerve to be on here talking about dudes snitching and shit. When you doing the worst of snitching. Selling us out, man. You rappers, you selling us out, man. Athletes who refuse to speak up when you got a platform, a voice to say something. You got a national platform. You'll sign a contract and say, I'll keep my mouth shut. Selling us out. Actors selling us out. Our own individuals come from the dirt like us, man, are selling us out. You get mad at a brother, man, because he done woke up. He's conscious now. He said, man, wait a minute, this ain't right. Stop coming in our community, in our hood, and trying to, create chaos. We got enough of it, man. And y'all ride down on this brother. Y'all not riding down on these cats on these social media channels who are selling us out. All they talk about, man, is black on black violence and harm, drama. For what? Do you want to be broke? I don't think y'all really understand how this thing worked then, man. Because you broke. You still broke if you got money. Let me tell you why. You got money, man, and you go against anything they say, they could come take every dollar you got. Trust me. We got too many examples, man, for anybody to deny it. We have too many examples of black men and women losing everything when they was up here. They had it all. They spoke up. They came and took it all from them. But right back down here with us. So whether you got it up here or you got it down there, you still us. Y'all selling us out, man. You brothers is getting on social media. This is what a problem. You intensify these issues, man. Putting this stuff on social media, y'all selling us out, man. Straight up, man. Gangbanging need to die, man. This shit on social media, this negativity on social media needs to die, man. There should be no conversations about brothers being murdered in the streets by other brothers. Come on, man. It makes no sense. It makes no sense, man. We have to be obligated, man, to the point where we say, hey, man, enough is enough. And for those who's sitting up, always got an excuse as to why they doing it, man. Yeah, shut their ass down, shut them up. For real, man. For real, man. Because they selling us out, man. They lining our kids up to be next, man, on the auction block. Think about that shit, man. So anytime Spody faces any brother, I don't care what he was in, but he wakes up, he comes, he say, wait a minute, this is wrong. We're supposed to support that. To such a point or degree where we don't say, hey, man, not just this, but how far are you going with this, brother? Let's go. Let's go. Dude got shit so backwards, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You dudes inviting drama and death to households and to communities. Y'all ain't invited the Black Panthers or any other black structure that's about uplifting the people and protection of the people into these communities. I know why. Like they know why. See, that's structure. That's accountability. Dudes don't want to be held accountable, man. They want to feed into this system. The system ain't about you, man. It ain't about us. It's about it. You're not a part of the system. Okay, how much money you get, how famous you become. They can care less, man. You are still a threat. But as long as they can control you, they can control the threat. They can dictate to it. See, you'll be a good boy, man, to do what they ask you to do, man, for these pennies, man. Like I say, the fact of the matter is, if you get 100 million, if you get 1 billion, you go and do something against the system. and see how much money you got after the fact. They'll create all kind of stuff, man, where you won't have a dime, man. And put you in jail if they don't kill you. Come on, man. Brothers are selling us out, man. Straight up. This shit should be taken seriously, man. You know, that's just my take on it. It should be taken seriously, man. To understand, man, what's really going on. See, we quick to blame them clear people. But see, we real slow in identifying why they're able to do a whole lot of what they're doing to us. You got people working with them that look just like us, man. They working with them. Brothers, man, getting brothers put in federal prison, got brothers getting killed, got brothers at war with each other, man. Come on, man, this shit is all orchestrated, and these dudes is in line with this system, man. We got to shut that shit down, man. And we have to start acknowledging those brothers and sisters who are waking up now, becoming conscious and see, you know what I'm saying, the folly in our actions, man. Hell, man, you don't condemn nobody when they wake up, man, and see the real. They smell the coffee. Now you're going to tell them that ain't coffee. They smell it. It's foul, man. A lot of you dudes is foul, man. A lot of you dudes is worse than the dudes y'all be calling snitches and shit. Don't get me to say what y'all need, man. What should be done to y'all. But this shit needs to stop. And the only way it's going to stop is if we stop it. Is if we stop it. We put a stop to it, man. We should campaign on this, man. Don't pay attention to these podcasters, man. That's always with the drama and the bullshit, man. With brothers. With brothers. Come on, man. And, you know, I just wanted to hit y'all with that, man, to give an understanding in terms of, man, what the system is really about and how it works. You know, we got these record execs, these movie execs, and I'm telling y'all, man, they're invested in our demise. They're invested, man, in our corruption. They want to corrupt us. It's how they eat. They eat off, they've been eating off us, man. Again, this playbook, it's been in use, man, for a long time. And every time, man, we seem to come up and be getting it together, boom, they'll go to a new chapter to try to figure out a way to bring us back down, to keep us in our place, man, to deny us our real standing in the world as human beings, man. And we got a whole lot of sellouts, man. We got a whole lot of them, man. A whole lot of raccoons, man. Whole lot of them. I'm telling y'all, they from the hood, they from the community, from the set, from the gang. You know what I mean? They everywhere. And we want to act like we don't see them. We want to act like what they're doing is so entertaining. Ask yourself, how is that entertaining, man, to be pushing stuff that's going to kill another brother or have another brother locked up or destroy a family, a black family? How is that entertaining, man? I bet it won't be if it happened to you and yours. All of a sudden, it's not entertainment. Man. Come on, man. This shit needs to stop, man. And straight up. This rap music, man, is poison. And it's poisoned by the hands who control this shit. It ain't controlled by those who spitting the lyrics, man. They being controlled, man. Straight up, man. These dudes on these platforms and these YouTube channels, man, are being controlled, man. Straight up, man. Don't think this is shit, man. Listen, man. Hey, man. We got so-called godfathers of rap and shit that's a part of the program, the system. Look, man, if they not on this get out and on any get out, not this one in particular, but any get out, and they not saying to the brothers and sisters, man, let's get it together. Come on, man. That should tell you the story. That should give you an idea of who they is and what they're about. Straight up, man. So I just want to share that with the World Group congregation, man, and any of those who might be watching this platform, man. This is Under the Groove, man, and we're touching bases with the people. All right, this is how we're gonna get out, man. You know, this is how we're gonna get out. And for those who know and are aware, who are on straddling the fence in terms of consciousness, man. Listen, man. Don't doubt yourself, man. If your mind is telling you this shit wrong, it's wrong. It's wrong, man. Make the decision, man, to go against that's what's wrong, man. That's it. All right. I'm gonna say that, man. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's have this conversation, like I said, man. This thing is real, y'all. This thing, these people, this is a cold plot. And it's corrupt, man, to the point where it corrupts those who are part of it, man. Any of us, man, that's okay with this stuff, we've been corrupted. And we're part of the plot. We okay in this stuff, man. We got dudes, man, who are agent provocateurs. They have handlers, man. You know, some of these cats mess with government officials and they tell them what they want. These platforms, man, social media, YouTube, the platform I use to push this out there, they invest in private prisons. They invest in the fact that they need brothers and sisters to act damn fools so they can eat and get this bread, get that real money. It's a tool for really get that money and destroy us at the same time, or watch us destroy each other. It's a twofer, man. Oh, y'all, this shit, man, this is some real stuff going on. And we letting these dudes, these sellouts get away with this stuff. This stuff can't work, man, if dudes ain't participating in it. Straight up, man. That said, man, let's get into these comments, man. Hey, let's light it up. Like, share, hey, man, and comment with this get out, man, that we got going on touching bases with the people. And we gonna also say touching vibes, man. You know, subscribe if you see fit, man. We not begging nobody to come and do all that, man. You know, that's the difference also. This is how you know, man. They want you to subscribe to bullcrap, man. To dropping, you know, episodes of brothers being unalive, being murdered, going to prison, you know, going through some, come on, man, this is some weird shit, man. Some weird shit. And you got a lot of cats be talking about, oh, this weird. No, man, you weird. You weird. Your podcast is weird. It's against the people, man. Straight up. It's against the people, man. All right, hey, Wake and Bake 5 do say GC say, hey, man, I'm grooving OG at work right now. I've been missing out on the past 3 or 4 UTG meetings, man. And that's all right, bro. Go back and watch them. Keep yourself abreast of what we talking about and what we into, man. You know, it's okay then that you can't come at that particular time and, you know, in that moment in time. That's why we record them. That's why they're recorded. So brothers who don't have the time, who have to prioritize their lives, because again, hey man, we're living life in real time, you know. We're living life, man. So it ain't gonna always be where we can come and jump in and do something because we got other things to do just to stay living, man. All right. But it's recorded. Go check them out, man. Check them out, man. And you know, hey, do what we do. Do what you do with that. How you do what you do with this. You know, stay with the get out, man. Stay with the get out, man. Whether you only live session or not, keep tapping in, man. Share it. Share it. I think that's the most important thing, man. Share it. You gotta share it. Let's get the word out, man. Let's get the message out, man. I'm gonna read some comments, and something else, man. I you know, I was tripping on and checking out today, man. I just want to bring to the platform, to the people, man, that I thought was, you know, worthy, you know, of bringing, you know, and addressing with the people. We're gonna tap into that in a hot second. You know, just some questions. But anyway, man, Wake and Bake, everything is everything, brother. As always, you already know, man, that you are a part of this congregation. You are part of this get out, man, where we touch bases with one another. This is what we do. All right. No love lost on. Prioritize your life as you should, you know. As you should. Raymond Skull 102 said, man, greetings to you, bub. Hope all is well with you and the family. Respects to the Groove community. Peace and blessings to the Royal Group congregation, man. Let me extend that right back to you, Raymond Skull, man. Roscoe, all love and respect, man, to you and yours, as well as the Rays, man. You know, straight up, man. You know, we have to get to the point, man, where we recognize that we're men first, man. We're men first. We have to be, man. It's the only way, man, to get things done. Men don't play. Men get it done. Game bangers and boys, man, juveniles or immature cats, they play games. They're weird, you know. But men handle their business, you know. We go about living life, man, on a certain level, you know. We tend to want to live life with integrity, you know, structure, you know, responsibilities. We are accountable. It's the difference, bro. Ain't no love lost, man, to nobody, man, who's on that, man. All love and respect, though. Hey, appreciate you to get down, Raymond, as always, bro. As always. Reggie has to be, man. Yeah. I hear you, bro. Right back to you. Right back to you, homie. Good to see you up in here. Tantano says, man, they're doing this in all kinds of directions. Most we don't even see till it's too late. We all got to relearn everything we were taught. Indoctrination. We've all been indoctrinated. We've all been conditioned, man. Your point, man, hits home. The fact of the matter is we have to relearn a whole lot. We have to be re-educated, you know? But we've been lulled to sleep in such a way, man, so perfectly, honestly. Let's be true to power, man. We've been lulled to sleep, put to sleep so well that, man, sometimes when, you know, hey, man, when we call ourselves woke, we don't see what's going on. You know, I was saying the other day about how it's one thing to break the psychological chains of slavery. It's another to shake them chains off you, man. To get them from around your shoulders, man, and around your neck, off your wrists and ankles. You know, the thing, you know, breaking the chains of psychological slavery is actually a process. It don't just happen when you think you done freed your mind, man. There's a lot more to this process, y'all. Real spit. There's a lot more to that process of freeing your, not just your mind, but your soul and your spirit. You know, not just your soul and your spirit, but your body. You know, like I say, man, you hit the nail on the head with that. It comes at us in all directions, on all levels. That's the way they know they got to play the game with us. Well, we can't get them this way, we'll get them that way. Some of them are too intelligent. Well, they're smart enough to know this is a scam, but, you know, something to set them up. So let's try this. And if that don't work, let's try that. They have think tanks, man, in these corporations. And these corporations, don't get it twisted. They'll kill your ass if you start fucking with their money. Why y'all think, man, a lot of our brothers and sisters who stood up for righteousness, our revolutionaries, are no longer here? Because to awaken us, man, means then they can't eat. They can't run nothing. The corporation becomes nothing. They need us. For anybody who wants to intervene or interfere with this process, they've been running for a while now. Hey, man, all bets off. There are so many options on the table, man. Hey, you know, they can choose any one. A lot of brothers then are scared because they understand that. They don't just fear losing what the white man told them is wealth. They fear losing a life that they ain't really, you know, man, they ain't really lived to begin with. You know? They're in fear, man. So, yeah, you know, damn that, man. Damn being scared, man. Tantra goes to say, rap was meant to uplift each other until a certain group came and bought us out. Again, yeah, But it was the execs, it was the corporation that sat down in the think tank and said, how do we stop this?
Mm-hmm.
How do we stop this awareness? So they look, man, the shit crazy, man. The drug epidemic. All right. That's just one example how they want to play ball with us. We'll say the CIA all we want. We don't know who put them in place and power. You know, people talk about the government. The government is a corporation. So that means then, therefore, the CIA is a part of the corporation. It's all designed and planned to be this way, man. Let's give them crack cocaine. You know, before that, let's give them PCP, angel dust. You know, now let's give them crack.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's give them meth. Let's give them fentanyl. And all this stuff contributes to our degeneration, man, to us just losing it, man. It contributes to us not being in control of our mindset. We so fogged up, man. Our brain is so clouded with so much stuff. We can't focus. And some of us, again, man, we going to succumb. Say, all right, man, stay with it. I'll stay. You know, I don't want to fight no more, man. I'm tired of this. And plus, man, I don't know what's going to happen to me if I fight. You'd rather die as a drug addict, as a gang member. You die for nothing, you know? You die for nothing, man. But this is the reality, man. What's going on, man, it's some real spit, man, some real stuff. All right? Well, yeah, rap was meant to uplift. It was a cultural thing, and it was positive, you know? Until, yeah, them groups came. But them groups, listen, man, they had one of them ish people at the helm pushing them to drop this stuff. You know? KRS-One, man, Tantrum Nose says KRS-One, one of the best, truly. How the hell he ain't nobody listening to him, man? You know, why he's not in the limelight? Why he's not on the red carpet where we see most of these rappers, man, in dresses and tight things? Come on, man, this shit's weird, man. Dudes are selling out, man, straight up. Now they gonna put KRS-One in there, man. You know? And yeah, they're gonna try to water down Public Enemy, man. You know, make them less abrasive, you know, but you can't stop that, man. You know, you can't stop it, man. I mean, because the stuff is there, so it ain't like you can't go back and get a bar of it. Queen Nzinga says the podcast with Crazy Bone. She said, I think the podcast is called Truth Talks. Tap into that, y'all. Tap into that, man, and catch that interview, catch that piece, that episode that he did. He's spitting, man, truth to power. Like I said, the homegirl sent me a link, and man, the brother was going in and saying, hey, man, the private prisons are suing the government because their prisons aren't being filled up, and the government promised them that they would be filled up. So they're suing the government for not putting enough bodies in these private prisons. Come on, man. Who are they going to sue next? The record companies, but they can't sue themselves because the record execs, man, the movie execs, like I'm saying, man, social media execs, YouTube, all these people running shit, they invest in private prisons. That's what they do. Michael Jordan invests in private prisons. Probably Oprah too. Probably, I don't know. But we know Mike does. I'm wondering, I actually start wondering, can we find out who the investors are in these private prisons? You know, who are these names? Who are these people? And he said that meeting took place in Los Angeles at one of their homes in LA.
91.
Come on, man. Tantrum said, Queen and Zinga, yes. I just looked it up. So he's agreeing that, yeah, that's the name of it. You go on to say Tantrum No says, I just did a cool boondock rap video, grooved out with a positive message. I tattoo my whole city and teach the little homies to think. That's our work, man. That's our work. Part of all the things we have to do, that we call our work, our job, is to lace, man, the young ones. And like I said, man, we don't have to be considered or what they call an elder to speak truth to power or to re-educate our young brothers and sisters. You don't have to be. You just have to be mindful of what the consequence is if you don't. That's it. That's it, man. Raymond Skull 102. He says, man, due to the malignant nature of rap, I don't listen to it. Its message is genocide, self-hate, abuse of our black men, and even today, the emasculation of our brothers. And let's not just, let's not miss the misogyny, the message in it about our sisters. They're just objectified. They're just objects now. They're no longer the queen mothers, man. They're no longer goddesses, man. They're just, a piece of meat. And when other people see us treat them this way or dress them that way or act like that to them, guess what they're going to do? No, guess what they're doing? It hurts my heart, and I have to say this, to see sisters with some other race. Because the first thing I think is when that situation goes bad, there's a disagreement, an argument, or a fight, guess what she becomes? Guess what she becomes? Guess what she's called? Come on, man. So, how we talk about our sisters also matter. It ain't just the fact that, what they're talking about in rap, man, in terms of brothers and what it's doing to us. Man, this rap music is pushing death upon us, man, from each other. No doubt. No doubt, man. Hate for our brothers, but also, man, hate on a greater level. Listen to the stuff, y'all. I'm like you though, Tantrum. And everybody know me now. Man, that stuff come out, like, man, why you playing that? I call it DMP. DMP. Dick and pussy shit. Man, when family come over, they get upset. Because I'm telling you, we either playing oldies on my time, or we playing something conscious. And then when I mean that, like I would play like Tupac shit that's conscious, when he was going in. I'll play that like a big dog, man. I got some DMX I'll play because it's raw, it's solid, it's man, speaking truth to power, KRS-One, man. Like I say, man, the latest group I mess with right now is Coast Contra. Them four brothers, they go. And they ain't tripping, man. They ain't tripping about what nobody, no record execs say, any of that, man. Them brothers is getting it in. But yeah, so I'm like you. I don't listen to this new stuff. And again, when you see these cats, you're like, damn, man, what you rocking with? What you own? What you own, man? Man, these brothers dressing up in dresses and shit, carrying purses, wearing booties, them women boots with the little, I think that's what they call. What they call?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. These people is turning these brothers out, man. They turning the brothers out so that the brothers can turn us out. Man, crazy. Crazy, man. But anyway, yeah, you right about that, Raymond Skull. You right about that. Hey, Tantrum knows, yeah, it's okay. You say, I don't know if it's okay to put the link in the homies chat, but if you look up my name, it's on my page at top. Put the link in the chat, brother. This is where we touch bases with the people, man. Put the link in the chat, bro. Go right ahead. And that go for anybody in the Royal Group congregation, man. If we got something that the brothers and sisters in here, you ain't got to be a part of this, man, Royal Group congregation. If you on here and watching it, or we think people on here watching it, they're not, tapping in with the comments or whatnot, initially, that's fine. Put stuff in there, man, that if somebody comes along and they'll see it, think, hey, man, let them tap into that link. Each one teach one, man. Each one reach one. All right? That's it, man. Don't be hesitant, man. As long and we know the script here, man. Above board, man. We keep everything straight and respectful. And that's all it got to be about. Anytime we get brothers and sisters talking about consciousness and uplifting us, man, empowering us, man, hey, you ain't got to ask no question like that. Do it. If I see something wrong with it, I'm going to let you know, that I'm going to remove it. But hey, man, do it. Put it in the get down, y'all. Put it in the get down, man. Crazy, man. Wait a minute. You're going to say, though, I don't know if it's okay to put the link in the homies chat, but if you look up my name, it's on my page at top. You're going to say the elites are getting wiser while they dumb us down with TikTok and uneducational things. Come on, man. Come on, man. And the more I think TikTok, actually, I have to say this because when I view TikTok now, TikTok has changed, actually. And it's changed for the better, I think, in the educational respect. Well, at least, what I get on TikTok, the majority is all educational, bro.
That's your algorithm.
It's my algorithm, I don't see no buffoonery on what I get on TikTok. It's all consciousness. It's brothers and sisters, lacing brothers and sisters, giving them knowledge, giving them game, re-educating them in terms of finances, in terms of, love of self, then of the community, in terms of how to deal with, the slave traders, the popo, politics, the whole nine, health. That's my algorithm. So I promise you, I don't see any buffoonery on my TikTok when I go in there, man. That's just what that is. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, they hitting us with this uneducational stuff, man. They got brothers hitting us with this stuff too. Alonzo, what it do, bro? You going to say, man, they the same people that dropped off guns and drugs in the hood. Come on, man. They the same ones, man. They the same ones, man. And let's be real, man. We have brothers go and pick their stuff up and pass it out. Rather than pick them guns up and say, man, this is how we're going to use these guns. We're going to take care of our community. We're going to protect our community, not against each other, but against night raiders. You dig? And matter of fact, we know where these drugs came from. We're going to go set up shop in their community and sell the drugs back to their people. See, because they don't tell us, or they don't let the people know that they people use drugs more than us. The hard stuff. Yeah, that's what we should have been doing. Pope Mitchell podcast, man. Salute right back to you, man. He said salute to UTG and the group chat. This is the group chat, what we like to call now the Royal Group Congregation, man. This is where we come in, man, to touch bases with the people and vibes, all right? This is where, man, we see no evil, speak no evil, and hear no evil. Everything here is above board. And it's like that because we need to focus on the focus, y'all, in order to be able to get down with this get down. This is what matters. This is what matters, man. Man, they got our own people at war against us, man. And I've said this before we even actually get to the point where we're, dealing with them head up. And we got to go and fight our own first. That's some cold stuff, man. It's a harsh reality, man, but it's true. We're going to have to fight our own first, man. Straight up, man. Raymond Skull, man. Raymond Skull said, us as blacks We have a big fight on our hands with changing the mindset of our people. I swear, I just saw that. Hey, Roscoe, I just saw that, Paul. I just saw that, but I'm speaking it. You already wrote it. We got our own people is going to be the biggest challenge, man. Because see, and they know it. That's why they pit them against us. That's why they got all this stuff in their necks like this, because they know that. But they also know we can get over that hump. If we can get over this clashing with one another, man, and their hands are really full, they're going to have some problems. But you're right. Us as blacks, we have a big fight on our hands with changing the mindset of our people. There's too many distractions and influences that has the control of our minds. It's a fact, man. Tampa Knowles says they never truly abolished slavery. It was rewritten in the Constitution under the 13th Amendment. That's why prisons became the new system of ownership. Yeah, now, if you really think about it, and you listen to Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, I don't know if I said that right, Emancipation Proclamation or Proclamation, man, yeah. He does not abolish slavery. You know, he does not abolish slavery. You know, so you're right. The 13th Amendment, it allows slavery. You know, in other words, yeah, prisons is the plantation. Prisons are the plantation, y'all. Alonzo Johnson, he said, Bub, anyone going against you, what you own, give them 50 feet, your words.
Your word.
Huh?
Your word.
Your word. Wait, what are you saying?
He's saying it's your words. You said.
Oh, it's your, yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right, baby. Dang. Oops. Yeah, hey, Lonzo, real spit, man. I don't worry about that, bro. I promise you, I don't, man. And I'm not saying that because you're moving from Mr. Me. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. You know, I know enough to know when I'm dealing with a fool. You feel me? Man. You know, I dealt with him, man. I know for a fact. You know, and that's the thing, man. A lot of brothers, you know, a lot of us, we tend to act a certain way, like we really with the robber thing, man. It ain't even that, you know, you don't really know, man. You know, so if somebody did say, man, look, you're fuckable there, all right, go ahead, man. Yeah. Keep it his right perspective. Don't mind, you know, I'm gonna say what you're gonna say, man. That's fine. I'm on a mission, homie. You think I'm gonna let you stop me? You know, like I said, I'm on this way harder than I was gang banging, man. In my mind, my heart, my soul, my spirit, this is what I'm on, man. And I'm gonna push this harder than I ever gang bang, man. So those that knew me as a gang banger know, man. Yeah, don't play, man. But listen, man, for those who are knowing me now, man, as his brother, man, that love himself, love his people, man, and want to see us win, thrive, prosper, man, flourish, you know, excel, man. No, man, I ain't with no games, man. I'm about the people, man. Sometimes, man, we got to get, you know the difference though when you give a person a pass. When you say, hey, man, this is some shit, okay? He ain't doing no talking. But sometimes, man, we got to, you know, we got to let, you know, some people see the folly in their ways, man. We got to let them be a fool, then go back, play that part that they were being a fool so they can see themselves. I wish somebody would, you know, but I get it. I get it. Yeah. 50 feet of my words. That was it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, cool fool. What it do, loved one? Great to see you again. You say this podcast has come to be like a metamorphosis from urban street thug mentality to higher forms of thought-provoking insights into social, political, and moral and economical growth. Kudos. And let me, you know, because, you know, when I get them big comments and I'm telling you, they touch me, so I don't like butchering people's words, you know. I like to be able to say it the way they wrote it, man, and put the right inflection, the right emphasis and inflections on words. But man, always, man, that go for all of you guys, man. But I want to read that again. Rakufu 2 says, man, this podcast has come to be like a metamorphosis from urban street thug mentality to higher forms of thought, provoking insight into social, political, and moral and educational growth. Kudos. And man, again, we're the gasoline, man, to propel this engine, man. You know, to move this platform, to groove this platform, have it roll, man, the way it's supposed to, so it can get to where it needs to be. We are the fuel, you know, and it's you brothers and sisters that come in here and lace me. And hey, man, again, when we say touching bases with the people, I literally mean that. See, because the people be touching bases with me as much as I call myself trying to touch bases with y'all. I pick up shit every session. I pick up things every session. I pick up knowledge, man. I pick up more love and understanding, you know. That's something I didn't used to be. You're right, though, Rakufu, you're right. I was that guy in a lot of ways. There are many of us, though. You know, I wasn't just the only one, you know, and I'm not trying to say that to include everybody, be like, yeah, him too. No, I'm saying that to make sure that I'm not saying I was the mug, you know, the only one pushing like that, man. To be recognized, to be, you know, seen and said, to be recognized that, man, I've made this transition, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful, man, that, you know, you acknowledge that, man, that you brothers and sisters acknowledge that. And so by the same token, anytime we see brothers and sisters, man, evolving, you know, growing, maturing, man, trying to be more, wanting to be more than what they are, what they've told or what they've been told they are, man, is something we should, you know, we should offer that to everybody, man, who does it. And like I say, man, for the most part, we should be able to just drop that at people, man, who don't think it yet or who haven't had that thought in terms of transitioning from down here to up here, man. So I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. And Tantrum said, Rakufu, that's the best part about it. Appreciate that, man. The growth of the show has been wonderful. Yeah, and I'm telling y'all, man, we ain't finna stop here, man. It's some more changes I'm gonna make. It's kind of why you see me at home rather than in the studio, because I think we deserve more. You know, the name's gonna stay the name because I think it, you know, again, there's a whole lot can be interpreted from that groove, you know. I want to take it out of that space of a game type, you know what I'm saying, usage or whatever the case may be. You know, again, man, this thing, man, it's going to continue to grow, you know, and we're going to continue, man, to evolve, you know. The metamorphosis is not over, man, you know, but it ain't just for me in the podcast. I'd say it's for us, you know. So as I, you know, change, you know, evolve into a better man, a better black man, you know, I want to stop saying black, but, you know, we'll get to that too, but just a better man. The same opportunity that afforded me that I have to do that, man, so be it in y'all, man. So you guys have it as well. So let's do this thing together. Let's transition together. Let's evolve together. Let's excel together and let's empower each other, man. And I'm telling you, it's going to take each and every one of us to get this thing done, you know. And again, I'm hoping to tap in with other podcasters, man, other than Pope, man. Pope got his thing going, man. I would love Coach Zoe, man. You know, jump in there, Crazy Zoe from Raymond, man, to jump in, man. They're brothers, man, and sisters. We have to start networking and coming together and pushing this positivity, man, to such a degree to where, man, we're gonna take over social media. The algorithm will change. You know, it will change, man. You know, unless they go in there and you know, tweak it or whatever. Other than that, it's going to change, man. We're going to turn it on its ear. And it's for the betterment of our people. That's it. That's it. Pope Mitchell, man, said, man, I feel you, bro. Mad because us brothers done woke up deep, bub. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about our own folk. Yeah. You know, I'm going to tell you something. What's going to piss them off? Again, see that little bag they getting. You know, and we had a brother say, hey, man, we all broke. Go get your bag. What do you mean, man? In what way? You know, again, that's like, you know, social media influencers, or, whether they acknowledge it or not, they are leading, they have a following, and they're the leader. They're following them. You know what I mean? Where you lead them to? What are you leading them to? Break that down for the people. Better than you come and can break down a reaction video about some bullcrap in the street. Break down to the people where you lead them to, what you leading them to, why you leading them to it. When you gonna get them there? Do that. They can't do that, man. You know, to have us caught up with them justifies them doing what they doing. Turning a blind eye, man, to this shit, man, that's going on, man. And I'm telling you, I'm not that dude, man, to where I'm want to discuss other cats' business unless, man, it affects us. I'm gonna speak on some shit if it affects us. Okay, no, you ain't got no business talking about what I'm doing. I'm a man, but you in here talking about all this shit going on in these streets, man. That's wrong, man. Especially the way y'all delivering it, the way y'all put out to people. My point is real simple, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna do this, man, and I'm hoping that I'm not alone. Straight up, man. Because this is something I ain't gonna be able to do by myself. I already know that. So when I say, man, to the World Group congregation, to all those who tap in, man, on touching bases with the people, man, you are the fuel. Need you, man, to get this machine to where it needs to be. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. See, one day it said that Pope Mitchell Podcast TV, that's why I came straight to Bub. I was in shock when you know who wanted my content. I was shocked when you know who wanted my content. More, not mine. You know, I agree with you, Bub, 100% straight up. That was Alonzo Johnson saying, man, I agree with you, Bub, 100% straight up. Yeah. Social media, see, one day it says social media has destroyed our community. Yeah, again, how do we express this, man? Yeah, we it's the brothers who are in cahoots that's really doing that. See, social media is just a platform. See, you know, we know, you know, you got that one Adam 20, Adam 12, right? We already know that get down. You got Black, you already know that get down. And trust me, man, they ain't for the people. Anyway, they are part of the system. Research them. Research them. See where they come from. See what they come from. But it's the brothers who want to be in cahoots with this get down are the issue. None of this stuff, man, could get wings and fly away the way it has if brothers didn't help push it. You know? That's it, man. See, one day it is right. Social media has destroyed our community, and we have also let it. There it is. There are my people, my dad's age, out there doing drama channels. Grown folks, man, out there, man. I hear you. I'm telling y'all, man, I don't stop. Like I said, someone sends me a link And I think for the most part, you know, they'll send me the link because there's something in the link that they know is going to catch my attention, going to be worthy, you know, for me. It's going to be worth me looking at it and saying, oh, wait, yeah, I get that, you know, I get that. But then I get some that send me links with this BS, this back and forth shit, man, with the homies and all this shit. Man, no, man. Again, man, these cats who's doing this, they cannot tell those who follow them where they're leading them, why they're leading them, what they're leading them to, and when they're going to get there. They can't do that, man. The who, what, when, and where. They can't do it. All they can do is continue to push this junk out here, man, that dilutes us, man, that it messes with our minds, man. It's helping to continue or further fog our mind. We got enough out there, man, that we have to contend with. Now we got brothers, man, working with the people, man, to continue to dumb us down, the brother said. That's all that is, man. Come on, man. And shit is ridiculous, man. Raymond Skull 102 said, man, prisons have been a big business since the Jim Crow era. Let me read the whole thing, and you are correct. They unjustly locked up ex-slaves and forced them then to work for what would become major corporations now. This is all systematic. It's all a system. You never lied, man. Jim Crow era, man, them dudes, man, them crackers went up there and started snatching up brothers for nothing, for not having identification, putting them in leg chains and making them build their roads, man, build their businesses. You know, come on, man, it's it. And that's not even, you know, those are facts. That's not even hidden. That's out in the open, man. They tell you what it is. Yeah. Prisons are the new slavery, man. Prisons are the new plantations. Straight up, man. KC Prince. All right, man. I've never seen you in this get down, but hey, I see you now. Peace and blessings, brother. Welcome to Under the Groove Podcast. We call this, man, touching bases with the people. Here, man, we see no evil, we speak no evil, and we hear no evil. We keep everything here above board, brother. We keep it straight. Truth to power, man. What we tend to do and what we make ourselves, you know, stick to. What one of the formats is, we focus on the focus. All right. In order to do that, man, you focus on the focus, then you can get down with this get out, man. You know, this is what we do, man. Peace and blessings to you and yours, man. KC Prince, man, welcome to this get out, man. And hopefully we'll see more of you, man. You know, if you like what you're hearing, you know, push that like button, but share more than anything, man. Comment, man, when you see fit, man. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. That's a choice you got to make. But yeah, brother, this is the Royal Group Congregation, man. Most of who you see in here, man, you know, we mainstays of this thing, man. We get new people every time, man. So every time it's Tuesdays and Thursdays. We come and do this live, brother. Like I said, man, peace and blessings to you, man. All right. Power is in the people, man. Be one here equals Black First, as it should everywhere. All right. So, hey, man, welcome. Hope you enjoy this get out, man. Take something from it. All right. And pass it on. Alonzo, man. Alonzo said, man, we have a lot of agents of chaos and must pay attention to those people. Hey, man. And you know what? The coldest part about that, Alonzo, they not even tripping. They're not even scared. That a lot of us know that they're agents. A lot of them would, in your face with it, will show their badge. Real agent provocateurs, man. Selling the people out, man. Dragging them deeper, man, in this muck and mire, man. This is some foul stuff, bro. And have the audacity to get on there and talk about some snitching. He crazy, man. Crazy. You know, and the problem is, man, you know, it's sad, man. The same thing they pushing out there, it's gonna be the same thing, man, they're gonna be confronted with. They're gonna have them issues, man. Like I say, karma, man, Karma, yeah, man, karma collects its debts. And you can't do it by payment plan. Trust me. That's no for a fact. Karma come get ears off the rip, man. You're gonna give it up. You know. So, either, we wait for karma to do what it's gonna do, or we say, hey man, we are karma. We're karma. Yeah, shut this stuff down, man. Turn social media on its ear, man, and get all this buffoonery, man, and this black hate for one another, man, this death and destruction, glorifying prisons and gangs off the social media, man, platforms, man. That's all work, man. That's all work. Raymond Skull said, man, shout out to Queen and Zinga, man. All right. Pope Mitchell, man, Pope says, Bub, I thought about what Spotty Face said, and I thought about the future of my grandson and spoke on my support on my podcast. It ain't about the views, but it is when our real point needs to get across. They real spit. Like I said, man, that brother went up there, man. Yeah, we know Spotty Face, Spotty Face, right? We know, man. But here was something that the people missed. Brother went up there and said some stuff you wouldn't expect him to say. That wasn't no gimmick, man. Wasn't no gimmick. You know how I know? Because major podcasts or platforms started speaking out against him. Oh, this is what he said. He trying to ban Whoop the Whoop from coming in, and all the comments, their followers, oh man, he's they missed it, man. They missed it. Here was a brother saying, wait a minute, man, no. Brother, just like us though, man, Paul. Just like us, man, like all of us, man. We come from the same earth, man. We all grew up, man, experiencing some of the same things. Game banging, man, in the life. You know what I'm saying? Criminals, thugs, whatever. Not all of us, but most of us. But here was a brother saying, you know what, man, this shit wrong. We got enough problems over here, man, and to have you people coming over here, man, trying to kick up more stuff, man. Man, didn't nobody salute that man, give him his medals for that, man. Everybody tried to drag him under the bus, man, and drag him through the mud. It's wrong, man. Everybody wanted to criticize and call him a hypocrite. No, man, the brother is waking up. You don't criticize that like that. You support that, man. Not on that, but you want to make sure, man, hey, man, continue, hey, man. Come on, man. How can we keep this ball rolling? How can we get this hooster, man, that just, hey, man, you know what? Here's the truth of the matter. Start speaking truth to power, man, more often. Come on, man. These dudes, I'm telling y'all, they do this, man, to keep shit going. They selling us out, man. That's all I got to say on that. I mean that shit. Rakufu said, man, Bub, speaking that real high-powered truth to power, man. That's what we do, bro. I've heard you do it. Shoot. I love it, man. I love when you start talking about our ancestors and what we come from. See, it mean a lot, man. That mean a lot. A whole lot of brothers and sisters don't really know what they come from, especially the young ones, man. Don't know what we really come from. There's so much misinformation about us, man. I'm telling you, all that's on purpose too. Keep us confused, man. Keep us ignorant. Oh, y'all was bought over here on slave ships. The Native Americans wasn't y'all, and all y'all, man, y'all just come from Africa. Yeah, man, we come from the world, man, the whole damn world. You name it. And where we come from. It's where we've been first for anybody. But man, the way the shit is, man, there's so much misinformation, man, and like I say, it's done intentionally. So when brothers like yourself, Rakufu, get on there, you get to spit truth to power, especially to ancestral or you know, our history shit, who we were. No, who we are. We just haven't been able, man, to bring ourselves to the surface so we can breathe in who we are. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, man. So I appreciate all the time when you come on there and you drop truth to power on this get out, man, about our ancestors and who we come from, what we really are. You know, we say it here, man. We come from the God gene. Ain't nobody deny that. They don't even deny it no more. But their purpose is to make sure we don't live it, that we don't become the gods, man, that we come from. We the only ones with the God gene, bro. The only ones. And you help push that. You help get that knowledge out there, man, that education about where we come from, man. So yeah, I appreciate you just as much as you say you appreciate me, bro. Truth to power, man. Tantrum Nose says, if people are paying attention, something big about to happen. And I swear I am not a conspiracy theorist. Tell the truth. Hey man, it's something ain't right, you know, but here's the thing. I bet you this, man. If we got ours together, you know, even if for the most part, a lot of us don't, we're gonna be all right regardless. You know? But something big is gonna happen. Maybe we need to, you know, form our own think tank and start putting out, you know, probabilities and possibilities. Let's start discussing what might be coming down the pipes at us, you know, and give people, you know, something to think about, you know. Not as conspiracy theorists, but as realists. See, because here's the thing, man. They've thrown, oh man, come on, man. You cannot be a conspiracy theorist when you know what's been done to us, man. When you know, there ain't no conspiracy, man. No, man. Here's what's probably finna happen. Here's possibilities. This is what they do, you know, and we know. Don't nobody know better than us. Nobody knows better than us. Man, whatever that is, man, we gonna survive that too. Still will rise, you know? Still will rise, man. That's us. That's what we do, man. And I'll tell you, I was looking at something today, man, and the clear people, the white people were saying, they were saying, well, I didn't know all this happened to them. How did they survive all that? But we couldn't have survived that. Nah, they couldn't have. They couldn't have. You know, they couldn't have. No one can survive what we did because listen, man, it was this shit, man, in terms of us as a people, there's meaning to it, y'all. There's a greater meaning to it than most of us understand. That's why we say, man, or it's being said, our time is now. Ain't tomorrow. It ain't next year. It ain't 50 years from now. Our time is now. That Poppy up there. Our time is now, y'all. This day, man, that's not rhetoric right there. That ain't cap. You know, why would I say that? You know, how could I say that? Look what we've been through. We're still here. We're still here. You know, who are we, man? You know, Bill Spirit, who are we, man? Shit. Why have we survived the onslaught, you know, that's been, you know, put against us that we've been faced with? You know what I mean? What is our purpose? You know, where are we supposed to be as a people? What is all this for, man? It got to be for something. This ain't for nothing, y'all. This ain't for nothing. And if it's not for nothing, then when do we realize, man, our full potential as a people? When do we seriously rise up? They've thrown everything at us, including the kitchen sink, man. Yeah, and there's more to come. We see it in full effect today. Like I said, social media is one of them things, man. And you know, let's be frank. We're gonna beat this too. Facts. We're gonna beat this too. But we need to realize our full potential as a people, man. You know, we need to understand, man, for real, man, that yeah, we are fighting against some of our own, man, to get to where we need to be. Some of our own are helping to keep their foot, help them to keep their foot on our necks and our backs, keep us from rising up. We're gonna rise up though. You know, got a lot of them clear people, man. You know, they are so disingenuous. They are disingenuous, man, and insidious, I might add, man, about especially us as a people, our excellence, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, our spirit, our soul, our strength, you know? They want to act like, oh, man, these black people, oh, they're golly, wow. But they really are in fear. They really rather not see us rise up, man. And we said this, we had this conversation. Why? Because they're in fear, or they think that, you know what? When they come into power, they're gonna do us just like we did them. That's what they think. We had that conversation, and I kind of, you know, I ain't straddling the fence per se about that. You know, I think, you know, the more I think about it, and I think about it quite often, I say, man, just send them on. That's what I say. Send them on back. Send them Europe. Take most of them nuclear weapons and all that shit, because you know, hey. But you know, in any respect, the fact of the matter is they can't live without us. That's a fact. That's a fact. The world, their civilized world will end. It will stop the moment we separate ourselves from them. There'll be no more inventions. You know, they won't be able to create technological or have technological advances. They need us, man. Medicine, economics, you know, they need us. Without us, they're doomed anyway. You know? And trust and know they're defeaters like that. And they'll think that, hey, we gonna kill everybody. They'll think like that. Not realizing we will even survive a nuclear holocaust way longer than they will. They know it's a losing battle. They know time is up. We have to realize that, man. We have to realize that our time is now. Tell me now, man. Yeah, so it ain't no conspiracy, brother. Tantrum ain't no man. Pay attention, people. You got a point there. Something big about to happen. Something big about to happen, y'all. You go on to say, Tantrum, why are people mad? Why are people mad? Is people that, or is it because people are woke? I was lost when I seen people didn't like woke people. You know, yeah. I think though, I think there are two connotations to that. I think. Then check my mic, make sure I'm still on. Because I'm just thinking, running for a minute. I didn't charge it up yet. Okay. But see, there's that aspect, or there's that side of woke that they use. And there's that side of waking up now that we use. You know what I mean? I think they're two different things. They're two different perspectives. And in that, man, there are two different people speaking about not the same thing. It's not the same thing, man. You know? I was checking out something today. And we had this conversation. It was about segregation, right? And what we call integration now. Integration is the trap. it's because of integration we're in this situation, you know. But integration is a concept that they had to come up with, because when they so-called segregated us or separated us from all things that they thought they ran and had and was running or whatever, they seen that, wait, oh, no, them darkies, you know what they call us other than being were, they got the wherewithal. Ingenuity is in them. You know, these people are creators. Hey, they don't need us. That's the problem. Okay, we messed up. Let's go back to the drawing board. Okay, integration. Let's integrate them. Let's stop them from teaching one another. Let's stop them from starting their own businesses, which will or could become corporations that run us. Let's make sure they don't have their own cities and towns, their own banks, their own supermarkets, their own industrial complexes, not in that context, but manufacturing plants, things of that nature. Man, I'm telling you, it was the coup de grace, man, when they said integrate them. Damn, that one was a good one. They did that. Yeah, you got to acknowledge that. Now, that being said, and that being known, we understand this now. We get it. It's up to us then to resegregate ourselves. And it's no different than saying what we're saying or what been said about social media. Segregate yourself from that BS, man, that's on social media. And let's see what happens. Bet you that you'll start to grow. That you'll start to grow. You'll start to develop. You'll start to, become a better person. You start ducking and dodging that BS when you hear it and see it. When you know it's coming, you ain't seen it or heard it yet. Bet you growth becomes something, that you'll be able to, it becomes then tangible, and not just in a material sense, but spiritually, soulfully, man, mentally, Bet you. Segregation is a good thing for us, bet you. And not in a hateful way. But just so that we can continue our growth processes, so that we can understand again what excellence is, so that we can be empowered by us. Oh man, it's in the cards, y'all. It's in the cards. Devin Butchie Knox said, man, thank you for this blessing, brother. Again, bro, thank you for being a part of the blessing. See, we all a part of the blessing. We're all fortunate. We're all in God's light, so to speak, man, to be able to get this, And again, man, it's the little things, man, that we have to accept. We have to attach ourselves to, so that they accumulate. They boom, and they become this big thing. We appreciate this small stuff, just like you're saying, man. Hey, man, when it comes to time when we know it's big and huge, we ain't gonna let that go no more. We're gonna fold, we're gonna to our chest, man. We'll never let it go again. That's what we're fighting for, man. To be our own people, man. To be able to recognize and appreciate our blessings, man. Aside from what anybody's saying they're giving to us or doing for us. That's what we put for. That's what we should be pushing. All right, Rakufu, I see you, man. Hold on, let me hit that. See one day and say, yes, sir, I can't always be here on time, but I'm dedicated to these meetings. Again, sister, and it goes for everybody. It goes for everybody. Life is right now, you know what I mean? And sometimes, man, right now would determine and dictate that you have other priorities, that you have to address and, deal with. So There's no excuses to be made about that, man. That no one should have to, no. Life is happening right now. When we get off this situation, man, you're gonna still be in this process, this thing called life, living life. Ain't no telling what you're gonna be called to do in the next hour. Then, and it has to be a priority. You got to know the difference. You living life is a priority. You doing what you need to be doing, being responsible human being. It's come on, man. That's priority. It's priority. All right. Now, Wakufu, man, he just hit there. He said this chant. Oh my God. Okay. So the chant goes, and I'm hoping y'all see this, all right? Dej Ra. Okay, Dej Ra. I am Kim. Ra stands radiant, great in Kim. The rhythm, no drum, pure sustained tone that fades into silence. Okay, got you. Duration 5 to 8 seconds and hold. So the chant goes, Dej Ra Ra'an M Kim. Ra stands radiant, great in Kim. And I hope I'm saying that right, Rakufu. Okay, you go on to say, we are the homie, blood of the flame. We rise together. We speak one name. We are the homie, never enslaved, the spirit eternal, the proud and the brave. Continue with this. He goes on to say, we are the homie, unseen but alive. Each breath a drum, each heart a tribe. Our memory is not gone, it's transformed. Our kingdom not lost, only, and I hope you're saying only reborn, or rebo is what you got, but reborn. KC Prince, man, you say big love, man. Again, likewise, brother. Likewise. And I hope you ingested what Rakufu 2 is saying. This is some deep stuff, man. This is my first time. And Raku, I salute you, bro. Get your medals, because again, I read on the homie. I never heard this or read this part, bro. So again, man, I'm fortunate, man. And I have to recognize, man, when something come to me that's good, as small as a lot of people would take this to be, to me, this is great. It's huge, man. It's huge. Rakufu going to say, man, today, a polymath is anyone who develops broad and deep expertise in multiple areas, academic, artistic, scientific, or practical. That's something I recall reading. This is some crazy stuff, and I used to tell people this. I read this, and I couldn't remember where I read it from. I said, man, do you realize our ancestors knew how to do more than one thing? That they were masters, man, in so many things. And you just said that, you spelled that out right here, man. A polymath is anyone who develops broad and deep expertise in multiple areas, academic, artistic, scientific, or practical. That's the God gene at work, man. That's people having the ability, man, like I said, man, to rise up, man, and be wherever the hell they choose to be, as opposed to being told who you are and what you can and cannot be. That's deep to me, man. Akufu also says, man, from the homie's throne to the shores of today, our spirits survive every wave on the way. We walk with the fire our ancestors made, a kingdom in blood that can never fade. From the homie's throne to the shores of today, our spirits survive every wave on the way. We walk with fire. We walk with the fire our ancestors made, a kingdom in blood that can never fade. All right, man. Power's in the people, man. That's why I say that. That's why I say that. Power is in the people, man. It's in the people, man. Lisa Moore. All right, home queen. How you doing, sister? We hope that today for you, like every one of us, man, was a grand rising. You appreciate the fact that you are here. All right. And I don't mean on this podcast in the Royal Group congregation, the fact that you're 10 toes down, you're able bodied, you know, you're able to, hey, come say, hey, everybody, hey, big bro. Hey, back to you, sis. Hope all is well. All right. So Rakufu, man, he said when the conscious community had it, it was called hip hop. Yeah. Standing for higher intellectual power, healing our people. Hip hop is an acronym. It's an acronym. I'll read again. When the conscious community had it, it was called hip hop. Standing for higher intellectual power. That's the hip. Higher intellectual power, healing our people is the hop. Come on, man. That's what we're talking about right there, man. When the racist people took hold of the intellectual conscious community, they made hip hop stand for homosexuals in power, hurting our people. Come on, man. I ain't against nothing you just said, bro. Because we got a whole lot of sweet people, hey, trying to make us just as sweet, just full of saccharin, or what they call that, sweet and low. But I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious, man. Man, people wake up, man. It's time to rise, man. It's time to get back to our natural state and standing, man. Real spit, man. Chris 223, how you doing, brother? He said, speaking about rap and the hijack of the music, we need to look into the late, great Eazy-E, the godfather of gangster rap. And was he a government agent? We need to investigate this. Hey, man. Boy, Chris, don't you come in here with that now, because we got to light this thing up, man. Ain't that funny? Ain't that something, though? Ain't that something, man? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ain't that something? See, one day it asked Queen and Zinga 74, did I get blocked or something? I'm confused. Did I do something to offend?
No.
And Queen and Zinga says no, flat out. Sometimes y'all on these phones, and I'm gonna say something right here about these damn phones, man. I got to. I promise y'all, this ain't no made up shit, man. Hey, man, sometimes I can turn my phone off, man, because that thing, man, it'll get to talking and I ain't asked it nothing. All right. Sometimes I could be in the middle of a conversation with my wife and it'll cut off. And I try to call her back. We could be talking about something political or anything, just loving one another. And the call won't go through. It'll tell me, and it does hurt the same way to me. You're not in the zone. Oh, you can only make emergency calls.
You're not on the network.
You're not on the network. So we're trying to. We don't know if that's the way. The phones are rigged where they're saying that you basically, we need y'all to go buy a new phone now. But we don't just go buy a phone every time they bring out a new model or edition. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man, ain't doing all that. We on our phone. We ain't doing all. But these phones, there's something about them. And I'm only saying that to see one day, to clear your mind, any wrongdoing, sister. Don't even think like that. All right? Get that out your head. That ain't nothing, no. No. All right? That ain't nothing. Don't even feel like that. Because I'm going to tell you that that's not the way to think or feel. Because that ain't what's happening. Trust that. All right? Trust that. You all right, Queen? Ain't no wrong in you, all right? Hold your head, man, and always hold your head, woman, and always know, man, that your actions, man, what you're doing don't deserve a reproach, or denial, rejection. Not here anyway. I promise you that. So you're all right. I'm vouching for you. And I'm pretty sure everybody in the Royal Group congregation would as well. All right. No worries. Captain No said, facts, man. Treat our women like queens. That's it. All right. See one day, and this what's up, And again, this is just one platform, y'all. We have to reach out to others, man, that do what we do. So we have more than one home. Now, again, man, it's a community. Let's build a community with other platforms, other people who are conscious, like-minded, who are going through what we're going through, who see what we see, who want to change the world as we know it needs to be changed. We're all on the same page. All right. So it's something, let's say, the Most High, the power that be, the energy that run everything, forbid that something comes along and sweeps this platform out, out of existence. We got other places to go, other homes, other people that we're connecting with, that we're locking into, that we're sharing thoughts and love with, respect, unity. This is why I push that. This is why I always say, man, let's find our people, y'all. Let's tap in with them. Let's link up with them. Let's share their links. Well, we don't have to just wait for Tuesday and Thursday, man, to find our people, man, and discuss these things that need to be discussed, to learn the things that we need to learn or relearn, to be educated. I'm telling you, this is our work, y'all. We got to do this. We got to do this, man. So don't feel no kind of way about nothing. Yeah, you family, see one day. Everyone in here is family. Now let's extend the family. Let's augment it. Let's make it greater. Let's make it bigger. Let's build the community, man. Let's find other platforms and people, and we keep our love going. We keep it flowing. That's our work. All right. And we're the same way. We come here because we look forward to seeing you. We look forward to hearing your stories. All right. And that don't just go for you. That go for everybody that come here. This is what this community is about. Let's expand it, though. Let's meet our brothers and sisters all over the world if necessary. Let's have a home that, is bigger than one place, where we can go sit down with our people, man, and chop it up. It's a lot of love out there, man. And that's another thing. They try to tell us ain't no love in us. Ain't no love for us. It's a damn lie. It's a damn lie, man. Ain't nothing but love for us, man. It's in us. It's in us, man. And we want to give it. We want to be loved as much as give love. That's a fact. It's where we come from. I'm telling y'all, the God gene is in us. God gene, man. Where it come from? Come from love. One of the first thing they try to tell you about God is love. All right. So don't you worry about a thing, sister. You continue to hold your head up. You continue in this struggle right along with us. Need you like we need each and every one of us, all right? Those are facts. We look forward to seeing you in here right along with us. And when you don't show up, that's fine. We ask about you. We also keep you in our thoughts and our prayers. Hope you're all right. Anyway, so, hold your head, woman. You'll be all right, queen. That's what we need, man. Pretty 223 said, man, point blank, was Easy a paid government agent? His rise in the industry is suspicious. Is he the first industry plant to infiltrate the music? I think that one's up for discussion right there, Chris. And I would, you put a question mark on that, at the end of that, and let's get the Royal Group congregation to chime in. What do we think? And see, once we start discussing stuff like that, then we get to the point where we can start we can discern whether we have other individuals just like that doing the same thing. And there are. Don't get it twisted. Some of the biggest names, man. Some of the biggest names with some of them, with more to fame, man. They in that game. Trust it. Yeah, trust that. Oh, wait, Queen and Zinga, some folks say at C1 there. No, you did get blocked. You are all good, sis. There it is. Raymond Skull 102 said that was a typo in the statement of rap music. I meant to say it glorifies the abuse and degradation or degradation of our Black women first and foremost. There you go, brother. You right. In fact, shout out to all of the Black queens in this group. Yes, yes. Peace and love to our sisters, man. To our queen mothers. Real spit. No, see, when you ain't did nothing wrong, don't get yourself worked up like that. All right? Relax, sister. You all right? All right? All love. No. You all right. If you over there crying, you better stop that. Come on now. Getting this like we do this, sis. Oh, Donald Matthews. All right. That's a new name. That's maybe the third or fourth one. Welcome to this Get Down. This is Under Groove platform or podcast. And you are touching bases with the people. This is where we keep everything above board, man. We keep it straight. This is where we see no evil, we hear no evil, and we speak no evil. Our mission here is to focus on the focus. In order for us to be able to get out with the get out, because I'm telling you, man, if you don't know you in the get out, you ain't focused. All right. One thing also, this is where we put people over paper. We don't put paper over people. We put the people over paper. You're more than welcome to be here. It's an honor to see you in this Get Down, Donald Matthews, and you go on to say the powers that be will only place sellout blacks in the lamb's light. So rap music took a turn. Yes, Michael Jordan invested in private prisons. Tom's, facts, D-Bird. All right, Bird. I see you, bro. Jay Stone. That's all right, bro. Jay Stone say late, but under this groove. Hey, man, I say better late than never. All right. Good to see you, bro. And D-Bird, you as well. Hey, man, hope everything is everything. You brothers are straight, man. You're going about life, man, as men should. All right. You know, this thing here is here, man. So let's do what it do. All right. Let's do what it do. Tantra Nose says they're the same ones that gave liquor license on every corner in the hood. Hey, man. Wow. And what's the other place they got one on every corner? Come on. Churches. A church.
Oh, what's another?
Not church of chicken. A church on every corner damn near. Now, I said this about these so-called what they call media influencers, right? Got all these people follow them that makes them leaders in a sense. Where they leading them to? What are they leading them to? You know, and you know what's waiting for them when they get there. I want to put that or address that or put into that what I just said, that category of leaders, churches. Churches have failed the black community, bro. Straight up. Straight up, man. Churches have failed the black community. Our churches have failed the community. Whole lot going on in churches. It's just like social media, man. And that's sad. That's sad, man. You know, but just like the liquor store, on every corner, you got churches. You have churches on every corner. You know, you got these heads of these churches, or deacons, these elders, where they leading the people to. What are they doing for the community? You know, to my understanding, man, you know, most churches you can't go get no help from if you ain't a member. If you ain't gave an offering or donation, you know, most churches, man, we ride through LA all the time. Man, churches' doors are shut, you know, and you got people sleeping outside that church.
Causing all kind of trouble.
You know? You know, I mean, I don't see the church, you know, the people in church coming out and say, hey, come on, let us shave you, let us bathe you, let's give you something to eat, you know. I mean, churches are failing the community. Liquor stores are ruining the community. You know, different things, but I'm telling you, the result is the same. There's no help in either one, in my opinion. In my opinion. Just had the sister on, man, Macinda. This sister's, she has a master's in psychology. And we were talking about this. The churches have failed the community, man. That's some messed up stuff. That I'm telling y'all, man, it's a lot going on that don't make sense. But, you know, if you really think about it, yeah, it do. Yeah, it do. We're talking about a system that want to make sure we, you know, we get no assistance or support whatsoever to uplift us, to empower us, to do anything of that nature. You lose your tax-free exemption and whatever the case may be. If you don't sell enough liquor, you lose your liquor license. You know, this is a system that's rigged and designed to defeat us. Why? If we came over here just as slaves, why are y'all so hell bent on defeating us? For real, now think about that. Why? What's really going on? We missing something. You know, we're missing something, man. There's something going on. They ain't told us. Something going on we don't know, but they do. You don't worry about a slave like this. You know what I mean? Like the way they do. Nah, it's a lot more going on, y'all. But anyway, AJ Stone, man, good seeing this. Get out, brother. We love you, man. Captain Noel says they're the same ones that gave liquor license, you know, they gave liquor license on every corner in the hood. Tell the truth. KC Prince said facts. That Willie Lynch syndrome, KC Prince hit the nail on the head. And a lot of people don't even think that's real. A lot of people don't even think that a lot of us, man, are so messed up in the mind that we actually enact upon each other Willie Lynch tactics and behavior. Willie Lynch syndrome. All right, Devon Butch Knox said, man, I thank you for the refuge, Groove. Man, you know, you're more than welcome here. That go for every brother and sister on this get out. You know, come on and let's make it happen, y'all. Chris 223 said, growing up on the East Coast, we thought NWA was the toughest and the roughest thing around, only to find out 20 years later, these guys had close to zero street credibility. Ain't that something? Who propped them up?
White man.
Who propped them up, man? The record label, the corporation. Man, y'all keep playing this music, man. This music is a thing, man. Your community would love this music. They need this music. Yeah. Who propped them up, man? And look at them now. Won't they? The one that's still living won't say a word about the community. Don't give a damn. Bet he invests in private prisons too. Yeah, bet he do. Jay Stone said, Bub, the crazy part, we've known this the whole time. We just look the other way. Whether we're in it, out of it, we've known. Truth to power, home. And that's something we have to admit. We have to be honest with ourselves before we come before anybody else profess to dispense honesty to them. Let's tell the truth to ourselves. Again, I've said this, man. Man, we can lie to each other all day long. But this one thing I know, man, my heart, and my soul, my spirit tell me that can't lie to yourself. We know a whole lot of stuff. A lot of times, man, again, we're in fear. You know, Or we turn a blind eye because we're in fear. You know, we'll turn a blind eye. We'll go for some stuff because, okay, yeah, I'm all right with that. You know, we've known this stuff the whole time, man. We looked the other way and we just accepted it. That's true. We've known. Good point right there, Jay Stone. Chris said, hands down, NWA were paid industry agents. And see, one day it said, this always brings us back to the annihilation of caste. Hence why I tell y'all to read it. And put that book in there again, see one day, the title of that book and the author. Donald Matthews said, it's the Willie Lynch syndrome, bro. We're caught up in this. We must reprogram our way of thinking, bro. Black love, D-Bird. B1 equals black first, D-Bird. Real spit, man. And this is something we often say, man, on this get down when we're touching bases with the people. We have to be re-educated. We have to be, man. Otherwise, we're not going to accomplish nothing. We're not going to get nothing done, man. I gave an analogy. I said, for a lot of us, we can break the psychological chains of slavery, right? However, when we break the psychological chains, they fall and they become remnants around our shoulders and our necks. Remember that, Saturday? Then my mic. Take it back. It's over there by you. It went over that way. Thank you, Dave. Okay, I hope y'all can hear me. Yeah. So I say that to say this. Okay. I said that to say this, man. We are still affected by them chains. We're still affected by those chains, man. All right. We might want to call ourselves breaking them here psychologically, but the reality is they're still they're on us like clothes, man. They're on us like clothes. You know, they're around our shoulders, our necks, our wrists, our ankles, you know. So we're still in this. That's just one, to break the chain psychologically, that's just part of the process. We have to free, like I was saying, man, not just our minds, but our spirits and our souls from this thing, man. You know, it has to be a spiritual breaking of the chains. You know what I mean? A soulful breaking of the chains. Then at the end, it has to be a physical breaking of the psychological chains of slavery. Until we do that, man, yeah, you're right, D-Bird. We're still caught up in this syndrome called Willie Lynch. We're still subjected to this get down, man. That's just my take on it, all right? Don't mean I'm right. But in order for us to really to be able to reprogram, re-educate ourselves, we got to shake the chains completely, wholly, totally from us. Not just our minds, but our being, man. That's our soul and our spirit, man, and our bodies. That's just it, man. Till we do that, man, we always be on a plantation. Willie Lynch is always that syndrome, that mindset mentality is always going to dictate how we act. You know, how we act as individuals, and then how we act and treat each other. That's my saying. That's my take on it. All right. So yeah, Jay Stone said the plantation is the streets, bro. Prison are the results of escaping said plantation. Damn, that's the first. Black Man for Life, what it do? What it do with you, man? He says I'm in and out, but I'm here. Salute. Hey, right back to you, brother. Long as you in. Long as you in, you're never out. All right. There you go. Good to see you back, bro. Tantrum knows he's responded to at Donald Matthews. That's Willie Lynch syndrome, bro. light versus dark, young versus old, men versus women, crabs in a bucket, no trust, no unity. They programmed us to fight each other instead of building. And I add to that, building with one another or each other. That's the truth. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. Not only that, but put the fear a whole lot in them. You know, the things they did to our people, man. Some cold stuff. I'm trying to get this thing. I dropped that thing on the floor. I don't know where it went. But yeah, man. That's what it is. Yeah. We're suffering from that Willie Lynch get out, man. Hold on, everybody. Oh, here we go. All right. Yeah. It's all right, man. Here we are, though. Again, and yet we rise. And yet we rise, you know? And still we rise. There it is. Breaking that mindset now, y'all. That's what Time to Know says. Now, we got right now, man, to do that. Raymond Skull 102 said, furthermore, in the Emancipation Proclamation, here we go. Lincoln said that Africans, ex-slaves, and descendants / offspring of ex-slaves could never have full protection of the Constitution. And in fact, I think, Raymond, is it something in the Constitution where we're just 3/5 of human beings? Where is that? Where did I read that? Somebody enlighten me on that, man, or bring me back up to speed. I think that's the Constitution. I'm not absolutely sure, but yeah, they described us as not human. You know, the same people of the word human fits. You know, man, we not human. Human. Come on, man, get at it. But yeah, Ed Reed 5038. Hey, he said, I'm late, bro. What's the topic? You here, bro. You know, you are the topic, a part of it, man. We're talking about, man, a few things. One, well, we started out discussing first and foremost, Crazy Bone, the member of Bones Thug and Harmony, has a podcast called Truth. Wait a minute, hold on. Truth Talks. That's the name of the podcast. On this particular podcast, he dropped a segment where he enlightened the people on an incident that took place with movie and record execs. And ordinary, I guess, rich people who had nothing to do with the business. They were summoned or called to a house down in LA. The discussion started out like, hey, first, we need y'all to sign these non-disclosures. Once that was done, the conversation started, and it hit on rap music in private prisons. Rap music being the vehicle to get blacks into private prisons. Make sure that rappers produce only that music that would have brothers involved in, you know, criminal acts, you know, violence, you know, anything that'll land them in jail. But it was an offer being made to invest in private prisons, and what's going to fill the prisons, what's going to help them fill the beds in the prisons was rap music. You know, straight up, you know, so that came as no surprise, because then, you know, the discussion was, well, before that was even a play, you had blaxploitation movies. Think about that. What did they exploit? What did they talk about? And as a result, what did we pick up from blaxploitation movies? You know, that's one of the discussions. Also, I included that the home queen Roxy had sent me a link where another brother was talking about how private prisons today, and you guys need to go look this up and see if there's any validity to this. I'm pretty sure it is, or there is. Private prisons are suing the U.S. government because their prisons aren't filling up, with black people. Let's just say what it is. Their prisons are not being filled up. So they're suing the government. Why? Because they have a contract with the government. Also, in that conversation initially about the record execs and these super rich people, they had got guarantees from the government that they would support this get out. Now, you put whatever weight on that you want, but hey, that ain't no far-fetched stuff, and that is not a conspiracy theory. All right, ain't no doubt it happened. Look at rap music today. What it talks about. What does it? It's no longer conscious. It's no longer helpful or beneficial to the people. It's black on black violence. It's misogyny. It's crime. It's drugs. And it's doing well, I might add. To add to that, I included social media, which is another vehicle. That brothers and sisters look at it long enough and help transport them to these prisons. Social media, YouTube, or any of them, not owned by black people, owned by the super rich. And these people invest. These corporations invest. So why would it be far-fetched to them to invest in private prisons, especially when the government says it's getting out the game or they're not going to build more prisons? Ain't that funny how when they said they're going to stop building prisons, private prisons started to become this thing. It's a business. So that's the discussion, man. Along with the fact of mentioning social media's role in the destruction of our communities. Now we can say that, but at the same time, let's say we have these agent provocateurs, we have these so-called social media influencers who are selling us out, who know what's going on. That includes the rappers too. And yet they're willing to sell us out. They're willing to keep up with this, what can you call that? You give me some money, I'll give you lives. What y'all keep giving me a big bag, I'll keep bringing the black lives to you. We'll help you destroy lives and either kill them or put them in prison. Ain't quid pro quo, is it? Yeah, that might be it, actually. So that's a discussion, loved one. What's really going on with the community and the brothers in it, how we're being affected by social media and the music industry, as well as the film industry. These corporations investing in private prisons and trying to make sure that they get enough young black men and women taken off the streets, man, to serve their issues or serve their property, their cause, whatever that might be in private prisons. It's a moneymaker. It's a moneymaker. So that's what we're discussing, man. So yeah, get on in here. All right, KC Prince said it's definitely a willingness syndrome. Royalty is definitely in us, but we all know the system has dramatic ways of breaking our ancestral ways. Truth to power, man. Truth to power. Truth to power. Eric Reese goes on to say, growth. Okay, I've been on that since being home since 2019. All right, man. Welcome home, bro. Something else, ain't it? My things changed. Welcome home. All right, KC Prince, that's the word. That's the word. They just took the E out of it because they didn't want enough people to understand what that is. You means something, Man means something as well. Putting together a human.
Me.
Yeah, man.
Really color.
Eric Reed said, I'm with forward and progress for us as a unit, as a people, a Nubian. There you go. That's what we in here for, man. the progress, the elevation of the people, the empowerment of the people, you know, the re-education or re-educating of the people, you know. It needs to be understood by the people that the power is in us. You can't give power to the people. We have the God gene. The power is already in us. You can't give something power that already had. We already have the power. Power is in the people, man. You can't give it to them. You got the God gene. We have the God gene, man. No one else has it. Now, if that ain't power, I don't know. Hey, man, somebody need to define what power is. That's supreme power. The God gene. Donald Matthews. All right, brother. He says, man, Donald Matthews says, hat off to you, bro, for elevating your podcast to being a voice to and for the people, bub. Groove on, homie. Groove means push. Keep it, homie. Respect, D-Bird. Hey, D-Bird, love, respect, homie. Yeah. You know, the transition is in full effect. Growth is in full effect, man. You know, the empowerment, man, not just myself, man, to want to do this, man, but, you know, the empowerment of the people, man, is in full effect, you know. Under the groove, I was just telling the people, man, it means more than what the word groove and how people want to attach that to it. It's a movement, absolutely. It's motion, you know. It's motion, man. It's a vibe. It's a whole lot of shit, you know. We have to be the ones, man, you know what I'm saying, to drive this vehicle, though. To get us, man, from A to Z, back to Z to A, man, if we see fit. It's going to take, man, some proactive get down, man, some proactive groove, some proactive motion, you know, to do this, man. We have to be willing, man, to get into this fight, brother. This fight is real. This shit is realer to me than fighting a so-called op, man, when I was in the streets gang banging. There's no greater calling, bro. There's no greater calling, bro, than to fight for yours, man, your people. You do that, you're fighting for yourself. There's no greater calling, man. You know? It's real stuff, man. That's right. Eric Reed said, that's right, brother. F the past, live and love the future. Now, y'all. Now. Especially knowing what we know, we need to, for now, and knowing what we know needs to be utilized right now, which will help propel us into tomorrow. We got to make it to tomorrow, man. We got to. Yeah. KC Prince says, man, big love on the politics. If Reese is crazy, I can do my work for you. Yeah. See, one day, tell the truth. She said, I'd rather be broke than make stupid choices. Yeah, man, I was saying some, I called, somebody sent me a link the other night, right? So I'm looking at the link. Matter of fact, it was Monday because I mentioned it Tuesday. And, you know, brother was saying, hey, man, yeah, you know, we all broke, you know, we want get the bag, you know, get the money, man. Damn what anybody talk about. And I'm thinking, hey, no, man, that ain't cool to say that like that. Just being irresponsible. What do you mean? At what cost? Money can't mean that much, man. We got to understand this, man. Money ain't really wealth either. That's something else, man. A lot of brothers and sisters don't understand. That's their concept of it. See, we will bankrupt ourselves morally, man, spiritually, to call ourselves, man, having a bag in their system. That's a no-win. Get the bag, man. For what reason? What cause? What purpose? What you gonna do with it? We've been told, man, real shit, man. This is some crazy stuff if we stop to think about it. That being broke is a sin. Says who? That means then you rather to be broke, you rather than be broke, you rather have money. And we know what that entails. What is money? We got many songs about it. It's root to all evil. The love of money will bring you down, man. You stab your brother. You'll kill your mother. You'll sell your people down the river for some bread, man, for a bag. Damn that, man. Damn that. People that told us, man, we got to pay to live. They got us believing, man, without money, we can't eat. Somehow, some way, they didn't had us to forget the ancestral ways that we can go in our yards, man, and plant a garden if we choose to. Grow home food. How am I hungry? How not making money leaves me hungry and starving? Don't make no sense, homie. I gotta have money to eat? Nah, that ain't true, man. That ain't true. Them ain't facts. Them ain't facts. You eating yourself to death anyway with the shit they selling us. It's not a win. It's not a win. But we got brothers selling us out. That's foul. Selling us out, man. Tell the brothers and sisters, go get the bag. Go get it. Man, to what end? And what you gonna do with it when you get it? Go give it back. Buy a new fitted hat, new chain, rims on your car. You gonna go get some property so that when your grandchildren are born and they grow up, they got something that you know that's theirs. And what do you do? To what end? Come on, man. This is all a trap, man. And we got brothers selling us out, man. Straight up. Same way a lot of us was in the streets, man, wreaking havoc, taking lives, man. Same way we messed up and sold out, man, back then or whenever. They're doing right now. Doing it right now, man. And that shit ain't cool. That's what I'm saying. So see, one day I hear you. I'd rather be broke than to make stupid choices or to sell out. Look, man, they got us working to live. They got you believing, they have us believing to own a house is ours. Come to find out, it's not even our home. The cars we own are not even ours. The children we birthed and raised are not even yours. Man, if this ain't been hoodwinked and bamboozled, man, I don't know what is, bro. But we got a lot of us, man, playing into this game, man, and helping them. You know? Casey Prince said the George Clinton rule. Eric Reed, man, said it's back to the original, man, Nubian love and respect. Let's help and protect ourselves against the machine, y'all. Power to and for the people. All right. Well, shit, Eric Reed, you helping by being in this get out. You know, like, share, and comment. That's how we help. Share mostly, man. Let's spread it, man. And let's find these podcasts and platforms that dispense truth to power, man. That see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, and everything is above board. They call a strike and a spade, man. They letting us know the sellouts, man, in the community, man. They're pointing out what's wrong, man. They're speaking against gang violence, man, and gang activity. I say it here, man, I mean it, man. Gang banging need to die so brothers and sisters can live, man. I mean that shit. I regret my past.
No, it's 9 o'clock.
I regret my past, all right? There it is there. I'm at home. I can go for all I want.
People say good night.
Huh?
People say good night.
All right. Say, I love everybody. You know, I just been there. I just got that text, so to speak. Listen, you guys. Listen, people, brothers and sisters, man. Love yourself, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something. This is some real spit right here. You get to the point where you love yourself. That means you know thyself. You love yourself. You know thyself. You're gonna love and know the person standing next to you look just like you, man. That love is gonna be abound, man. It's gonna be something that's gonna be given freely. You know, it's gonna be given because I'm a part of this unit. The unit is a part of me. Same thing right here. We same. Love yourself so that you can love the brother and sister, man, that's standing next to you that might need that love. Not even know it. All right. Take care of yourself so that you can help to take care of that brother and sister that might need it. That help being taken care of, or that support. You know, that's it, man. Know that, man. B1 equals black first. You know, push that. People should always be over paper. Let's focus on the focus so we can be able to get out in this, man, and hold our heads high as a result of, because we know we're not playing no games. Everything's above board here. All right. Peace and love to the power, man. Power in the people. All right. Peace and love to the people. Black power is the only power on the face of the earth. Trust me. You know, and again, that's only because we have the God gene. Nobody else got it. You are, you have been, and you will be under the groove. Black power, y'all. One love. All right.